From West Gym on the campus of Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota, MIC Conference men's basketball is on the air. Carleton Knights coming off a thrilling tip at the buzzer, come from behind win over St. Mary's University in Winona on Saturday. See the Bethel Royals invade the gym here tonight. And the Bethel Royals coming off a win last week over a very good Gustavus Adolphus team, which is at St. John's tonight. That's number 1 and 2 in the league going toe-to-toe. The Bethel Royals are coming off a tough, hard-fought loss to, well, Carleton's crosstown rival, the St. Olaf Oldies. That's the game they played on Saturday, I do believe. Final score was 76-72. Of course, Carleton got the tip in at the buzzer and was able to defeat St. Mary's by a score of 75-73 on Saturday. Other Saturday action in overtime, Augsburg beat McAllister 75-74. As I said, the Oldies, I think I said 76-72. It was 79-72. Oldies had 12 threes in that game, shot 52% from beyond the arc. That game was tied 11 times, had 8 lead changes. 10 players played for the Oldies. Addison Metcalf was 6 of 8 from downtown for St. Olaf. Hamlin defeated Gustavus. Hamlin defeated Gustavus 84-77. The same Hamlin team we saw, a Wednesday or two back, and the Carleton beat them here. Concordia over St. Scholastica 70-37. In addition to our game tonight, as I mentioned earlier, Gustavus is at St. John's. St. Scholastica is at St. Olaf tonight. Augsburg is at Concordia, and Hamlin travels to McAllister this evening in men's action. On the women's side, St. Scholastica is at St. Olaf. St. Mary's at St. Catherine. Augsburg is at Concordia. Hamlin at McAllister. And the number 6th ranked team in the country, the Gustavus Adolphus Gusties. Again, that's on the women's side at St. Ben's tonight. So that's what's going on around the MIAC Conference. Our broadcast tonight, a service of Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota, by Federated Mutual Insurance out of Owatonna, and by Amesbury Truth. As a little early in the year to say must wins, but would be nice to get on a bit more of a roll here for Carleton. Hanging around that 500 mark. They are 8-6. Overall, they're 5-4 in the conference. Bethel comes into this game 4-5 in league play and 7-7 overall on the year. Carleton's been very good at home. They're 4-1. Bethel on the road has been 2-3. At home, they're 3-4. Carleton on the road is 3-4 on the season. And on a neutral floor, Carleton Knights are 1-1. That's that California Thanksgiving tournament they were involved in. Meanwhile, Bethel is 2-0 when they play on a neutral floor. You look at the statistics in this game. Bethel shooting 47% from the field. They have 10 more field goals on the season than Carleton does. However, they've allowed 8 more field goals than Carleton has. The Royals averaging 72. Actually 72.5 points per game, are giving up 71.7. Carleton comes into this game with an average of 74.1, and that average has creeped up defensively to 72.3. They'd like to get that under 70. Right, they'd like to get that under 70. Just 10 games left in the regular season after tonight. That's right. The Carleton Knights on Wednesday will be hosting Gustavus Adolphus. They don't have a Saturday game this weekend. On the 24th, they will be at St. John's. And then on the 27th, which is a Saturday, they'll be in Duluth to take on the College of St. Scholastica. That's a 3 o'clock afternoon game. And then they host St. Olaf to end January before the final month kicks in. And you go to the final 6 games when you get into the final month in hopes of getting into the top 6 and getting into the MIC basketball tournament. There's still a lot of work to be done before that. As I said, there's a logjam when you look at the standings here in the MIC conference. I mean a logjam. You've got St. John's undefeated at 9-0. Gustavus is 7-2. Hamlin is 6-3. Then Concordia, Carleton, St. Olaf are all 5-4. Bethel is 4-5. McAllister and Augsburg are each 3-6. St. Mary's is 2-8, and St. Scholastica is 1-8 in the conference this season. Like I said earlier, and I'm not just making things up, there are no gimmies in the MIC. Congratulations to Luke Harris, named Offensive Player of the Week again in the MIC. I think that's the 3rd time this season, if I'm not mistaken, that Luke has garnered that award, and deservedly so. He had 27 in Saturday's win over the St. Mary's University Cardinals in frigid Winona. It's frigid in Northfield, too. Hope it's nice and warm wherever you're.
Carleton ranks number 1 among baccalaureate colleges in the number of alumni who have gone on to earn academic doctorates since 2007. Approximately 57% of all alums go on to graduate school within 5 years of graduation, and 21% of alumni go directly to graduate school in the fall after their graduation. It's another reason why Carleton develops lifelong learners.
Every part counts at Amesbury Truth, and the most important one is the part you'll play when you join their team. As the leading provider of window and door products in North America, Amesbury Truth has a part for you. Right now, they're hiring, and those positions come with competitive wages, benefits, and plenty of opportunities too, so you never stop growing. Isn't it time you open the door to a career at Amesbury Truth? Get details and apply online at atcareers.com or amesburytruth.com/careers.
Federated Mutual Insurance Company is hiring in Owatonna and Mankato. Federated Insurance offers full training, competitive pay and benefits, plenty of room for growth, and an unmatched company culture. We are seeking talented professionals who are comfortable working with multiple computer systems and who have a strong attention to detail. No insurance experience is required. Join a company that values hard work and continues to thrive and grow. Learn more and apply now at federatedinsurance.com.
The Carleton College academic environment is undeniably rigorous and challenging, but it's also uniquely supportive. Instead of competing, students embrace a spirit of collaboration. Unlike most colleges, Carleton has 3 10-week terms per academic year: fall, winter, and spring, which allows students to focus more completely on their classes. Another way that Carleton develops leaders.
Well, both teams are, well, actually, as I just spoke, Carleton's on the floor now. Here, grabbing some basketballs and doing some warm-ups. Getting ready to take on the Bethel Royals here at West Gym. Carleton comes into this game, as I mentioned, averaging 74, giving up 72, 72.5, and 71, nearly 72 points given up by Bethel. Shooting percentage for Carleton, 42% from the field. They would really like to tick that up big time. They're 31% from three-point range, 76% from the free throw line. They have outscored their opponents at the free throw line by 37 points. That's a big reason why they have a winning record. They have out-rebounded their opponents, believe it or not, by about 1, and they lead the MIC in rebounding. Their assists, 186 assists on 370 field goals. They have 151 turnovers, which is 22 fewer than their opponents. They have 30 more steals than their opponents. Another reason why they've got a winning record. Bethel comes into this game having turned the ball over 50 times more than their opponents. They have 31 more assists than their opponents. They have 180 assists on 380 field goals. Have the Bethel Royals. Shooting 47%. That's where I know Carleton would like to be, right around 50% from the field. They're 37% from three-point range. They have 107 threes, one less than Carleton does. They've given up 101. Carleton's given up 110 coming into tonight. Both teams have played 14 games. Bethel's free throw shooting has been suspect. They're 64% from the free throw line. However, they've outscored their opponents by 11 points at the free throw line and have had 20 more attempts. Carleton, meanwhile, has had 27 more attempts than their opponents and have scored 37 more points at the free throw line. So that's just some of the stats that jump out off the page. It'll be our typical starters for Carleton, and we'll let the public address announcers sort all that out for you. As Zach Filson, who of course is the son of Tammy Metcalf Filson, the head women's basketball coach here at Carleton, is the head coach at Bethel. I know he's got a tough task here. The Royals have not made the playoffs. Well, the first time in 10 years they didn't make the playoffs last year. And so he's hoping to get them back in playoff mode. They certainly have some talent on this team. They got a Zach Doley, who's averaging about 34 minutes a game. He's shooting 64% from the field. He's a big inside presence, but he's a 52% free throw shooter. So, teams obviously might do the old let's foul him, right? The let's foul him routine. Doley's a senior, 6'7", out of Stillwater. He went to St. Croix Prep Academy. This is Zach's third season at Bethel. His 9th overall coaching Division III basketball. Of course, he went out and played out Division I out in New York and then transferred. If I remember right, he went to a Western school after he was at New York. But memory is not my forte as I get older. The officials are exchanging pleasantries with the coaching staff for Bethel and for Carleton, as the coaches have concluded their conversation. The Royals are going to come to their bench. Carleton players are coming to their benches to our right. Bethel's to our left. We're right at midcourt here at Carleton. Come on by, folks. It's absolutely free. There's no admission to Carleton games. The only thing you got to do is walk out in the cold. And it's cold. I'll grab our current temperature in a moment here. I don't even know if you want to hear. It's 7 below right now. It feels like 29 below.
And welcome to the Western Nation on the campus of Carleton College. Tonight's NCAA Division III basketball action as the Bethel Royals take on the defending MIAC champion Knights of Carleton College. The MIAC and the NCAA believe in and are committed to diversity, inclusion, and equity among student athletes, coaches, and administrators. The MIAC and Carleton College acknowledge that the American experience has not been the same for everyone under the flag. Therefore, as the college represented, and we continue to fight for equity, anti-racism, and justice for all, Carleton College and its athletics programs fully support our individual freedom of self-expression as we play the national anthem. for tonight's contest, beginning with the visitors. For the Royals at the forward, number 31, Nick Burke. Also forward, 6'4" senior from New Richmond, Wisconsin, number 2, Joey Kidder. At center forward from Stillwater, 6'7" senior, number 24, Zach Golding. And a guard for the Royals, 6'3" sophomore from Newton, Iowa, number 11, Adam Maddox. And the other guard for Bethel, 6'2" sophomore from Blaine, number 0, Hayden Thompson. Head coach for Bethel is Zach Golding in his third year. And now introducing the starters for your Carleton Knights. At forward, the 6'3" junior from Jessica, number 3, Spencer Jack. Your officials for tonight's contest, John Yorkish is the referee. The umpires are Taylor Carter and Brett Yorkish.
Well, we're ready for some MIC Conference basketball. I don't know about you. Dark blue uniforms with gold trim for Bethel, with Bethel emblazoned across their chests in white. Carleton Knights in their home whites. And they're glad to be home with some blue trim. Blue on the side of their shorts with some maize trim and the C logo on their shorts. It says Carleton across their chests. As the freshman Coling goes up against the senior Doley, and tap controlled this time by Carleton. As Luke Harris, reigning offensive player of the week, hands it off to Banovich. Harris is a point away from moving up on the all-time scoring list. Pass was deflected. Gibbons couldn't make the catch. They're going to give the ball. Oh, he might have twisted his ankle there, too. He's wearing a brace on that left ankle, and he tweaked it a little bit. One of those lace-up jobs. I used to hate them things. So, Harris will inbound it, get the ball back on the right wing. Looks to dribble, penetrate, and we're going to have a foul called on Adam Mattis, the sophomore from Newton, Iowa, 6'3", trying to slow down Luke Harris. Like trying to slow down a freight train. 20 seconds into the game, no score. Pass comes into Gibbons under the basket, kisses it off window with a left hand, and scores. Gibbons scores, and it's 2-0 Carleton. As scooping the ball was Kidder. They get in the lane, pass back out front. Now the big fella dribbles to the left side of the key. They go back inside, floaters up, and it's in by Peyton Thompson. He's a 6'2" sophomore from Blaine, Minnesota. Went to Spring Lake Park High School. Doley's their leading scorer, averaging 17. They have 3 players averaging in double figures on this Royals team. As Spencer Getz has the basketball, being guarded by Burke. Gibbons turns one way, goes the other. It's blocked and taken down by Bethel. Pass comes ahead. Getz nearly got the steal. Tied at 2. Minute 13 into the game. Inbounds pass comes in, and Joey Kidder gets it to Doley. Passes it back to Kidder. The ball's kicked by Coling out of bounds. Carleton going right to left, Bethel left to right on your radio dial here in the first half. Slapping the ball. Thompson gets it on the right side. Now Kidder Dribbles to his left. They hedge out on him, does Banovets. Here's a three, and it's no good. Rebound taken down by Banovets. Both hands high, grab that ball. Luke Harris. Little skip in his step. Dribbles to the right, now to the left. Wants to get in the lane. Boy, quite a bit of contact there. He'll hand it off to Getz. Getz gets it back to Harris. Harris trying to dribble in the lane, and we're going to have a tripping here on Bethel. It's going to be on Doley. So Harris has already drawn a couple of fouls. As Luke will inbound the ball underneath the Carleton basket. In right to left is where they're going. Coling gets the inbounds pass, hands off to Gibbons. Gibbons with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Coling swings it on the right side to Harris. He dribbles to his left off the screen, goes in underneath and missed the layup. Rebound gets, went back up. It's blocked from behind. Normally that gets you a foul, but not this time. As coming flying up, Thompson. We're still tied at 2. Kidder swings it back to Thompson, goes in the lane, shoots it smack dab in the middle of the lane over Luke Harris and scores. Peyton Thompson, the 6'2 sophomore from Blaine, Minnesota. Went to Spring Lake Park High School. It's 4-2 Bethel. Coling to Harris. On the block, Gibbons goes right to the basket, missed the layup, goes back up and scores. We're tied at 4. So both teams getting some good looks here early, other than that one triple attempted by Bethel. Kidder dribbles inside the paint, pass it in the corner. They get it back out on the left wing. Going toward the basket, passes it on the right wing, attacking the rack and scoring on the layup is Adam Mattis, the sophomore from Newton, Iowa. Just beat everybody to the rack. 6-4 Bethel. As Harris has the ball, looks to dribble to his right. Passes it to Getz. Getz rifles it in the corner. Banovets for 3. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Mattis. Mattis comes up the near sideline and hands it off. He wanted to get it back to Mattis. Gibbon got the steal, and they're going to say stepped out of bounds. Well, he almost got the steal. Alex Gibbons for the Carleton Knights. Thompson will inbound the ball right in front of the Carleton bench. Luke Harris is on him. Passes it away out front. Gets the handoff back. Almost lost the ball. Got back to the logo. Kidder throws it in the corner, left side. Looking to dribble, penetrate. Back to Kidder. Kidder dribbles to his left. Wants to get under that basket. He weaves. What a block by Banovets. And he takes it down like Bill Russell. Pass goes on the right side to Harris. Back out. Showed my age there, didn't I? Gibbons. Back to Harris. Lobs it into Banovets. Banovets was double teamed. They're going to deflect the ball out of bounds with the Royals. 18 seconds on the shot clock. As Harris will be the trigger man with his team down 6-4 with 16:07 to go here in the first half. First man defense by both these teams. Lob pass comes in. Coling passes it on the left side to Harris. Harris dribbles on the baseline. Banovets gets it back to Getz. Getz tries to do a post entry into Gibbons, and it gets knocked away by Thompson. As Harris will inbound it. Pass comes in the corner to Gibbons. He goes to the basket. Reverse layup is good, left-handed. We're tied at 6. Thompson goes toward the basket. He shoots it over Harris. Missed everything. Rebound comes down to Getz. Might have been tipped to him by Banovets. Getz is going to hand it off to Gibbons. He'll shoot the 3. Bang! Alex Gibbons hits the triple. I think he's telling the coaches he needs a rest. 9-6, that ankle's bothering him, I think. He tweaked it a little earlier. Got a foul here called on Banovets. It'll be his first. So Miles Fritsch comes in. Chuck Sweat comes in. Alex Gibbons sits down. Sam Coling sits down for the Carleton Knights. Up by a 9-6 score with 15:22 to go in this first half. Bethel inbounds it. Kidder has it between the two circles, rifles it in the corner. Here's a three. It's no good. Rebound tipped and taken down by Banovets, one of the league's best rebounders. Harris, maybe the best rebounding guard, dribbles the free throw line. Behind him to Fritsch. They get it back to Banovets. Banovets goes in the lane, working on the defender, and he forces it in. Just kind of bullied it up and in. He was being guarded by Emmanuel Schmitter, a freshman, 6'3" out of Egan. And he just kind of towered over him. He did. As Thompson goes in the lane, they're going to call a foul. Basket counts. He's going to get a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And Luke Harris gets called for the foul. Be his first. So Thompson's at the free throw line. Thompson stands 6'2". Luke Harris stands 6'1". If he makes this, it's a 2-point game, and he does. Thompson, the second leading scorer on this team at 16 a game. He's a 77% free throw shooter. Miles Fritsch dribbles to his right, gets it to Getz. Getz dribbles to his left a few times, now back to his right. Gets it on the left wing to Chuck Sweat. Out front to Harris. Harris behind the back dribble, goes inside the lane, goes left, up high off glass, and scores with the right hand. 13-9, Carleton. 14-16 to go. As Doley came up the floor, trailed the play, gets under the basket, scoops it off glass, and scores. Another point-blank shot by the Royals. 13-11, Carleton. Up the far sideline goes Harris. Dribbles to his left. Pass to the right side to Fritsch for three, and it's no good. Rebound Getz, scoops it to Harris, thought about a three, goes right side, kicks it the corner, Banovets for three, it's no good. Rebound taken down by Doley. He'll throw it up the floor and throw it out of bounds. Almost down the locker room door. Yep, almost down the visitors' locker room door. So it's a one-possession game with 13:43 to go here in the first half. Much better start than on the road Saturday when Carleton was down 12-0 before you could blink. Harris dribbles to his right, goes scooping off window and scores again. Luke Harris. Already has a couple of buckets. As Thompson got in trouble, they get it on the baseline, back in the corner, looking to dribble, penetrate, a lot of contact as he went to the basket. Scoring was Caden Betcher. He's a junior, 6'5", from Maple Grove, Minnesota. 15-13, Carleton leads it. Well, if you're the Royals, you can't afford to keep trading buckets. Getz dribbles to his left, passes it to Fritsch, thought about a three. He'll get inside the lane, kicks it to Sweat for three. Oh, bang! Almost didn't go down, but it rattled out and went back in. So Chuck gets the triple, and it's 18-13, the hero on Saturday with that putback basket as the buzzer went off. Handoff goes as he lost the dribble. It was way away from his body. That should have been stolen. And now they're going to turn it over again. And Coach Filson's going to take a timeout and say, young men, we've got to take control of the basketball. Carleton 18, Bethel 13, 12:27 to go until our Federated Insurance Owatonna halftime report here from Carleton College.
Carleton College is committed to providing a true liberal arts education, a curriculum that challenges students to learn broadly and think deeply. Instead of training for one narrow career path, Carleton students develop the knowledge and skills to succeed in any walk of life. Carleton students learn critical thinking, problem solving, use creativity and effective communication, tools that transform a collection of facts and figures into a way of understanding the world.
Well, shooting percentages are 60% for Bethel and 53% for Carleton right now. Turnovers are kind of the difference. Carleton does not have a turnover. There have been two by Bethel so far, and we'll see if they cash in on this one. They cashed in on the first one with a three. 18-13, Carleton leads. 12:20 to go in the first half. Goody Kosfeld at the KDHL Sports microphone. As Chuck Sweat dribbles to his right, hands it off. Gabriel Cummings is in the game for Carleton with Miles Fritsch, the senior from Eden Prairie. Pass comes out front to Getz. Running a bit of a motion. Sweat, another three by Chuck Sweat from downtown. That was from Dundas. And it's 21-13. Chuck bristling with confidence. It's good to see. As Bethel, again, moving the ball around without over dribbling. A step back shot, top of the key, no good. Rebound taken down by Fritsch. That was by Cummings. Left-handed dribble at the NCAA logo. Swings it right side to Spencer Getz. He's being guarded by Schmitter. Now Cummings dribbles to his left, stops, pops, misses. Rebound taken down by Coling. Here's another shot, a three by Cummings, the sophomore from Long Beach, California, stands 6'2". He's a biology major. As Bethel's Kidder dribbles deep and spins to kiss it off window. And it's a 9-point Carleton lead. 10:59 to go. Cummings dribbles to his right. Gets it to Getz. Gets the handoff back. Passes it out to Fritsch. Fritsch goes inside the paint. Floaters up and banks it in. The banker floater. And it's 26-15. Yeah, the window is open. As Bethel might have walked. Pass goes way out front. Kidder dribbles to his left. Gets it back on the right side for three. It's bang. Good by Nick Burke, the 6'5" guard. From Victoria. Went to Truman State. He's from Southwest Christian. There's Miles Fritsch. Bounces it to Sweat, goes in for the layup. There's a goaltend. A goaltend on the layup. So give Sweat the basket. Betcher tried to block it, but he ended up mistiming the jump and got the goaltend. 10-point Carleton lead with 10:10 to go here in the first half. Betcher's going to check back in. Sweat's going to sit down. Quality minutes there from Chuck. So on the floor now for Carleton are Matt Banovitz, Sam Coling, Gabriel Cummings. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Spencer Getz and Miles Fritsch. Looks like Getz is going to come out, and Alex Gibbons will check back in. So inbounding the ball will be Bethel. 20 seconds on the clock. 9:59 to go in the half. Kidder passes it in. Doby goes in the lane. He does a little turnaround hook shot. So Doley scores, the 6'7" senior from Stillwater, to make it 28-20. Well, they're getting some really good looks when they don't turn the ball over. Cummings, speaking of, he missed the layup. Banovitz got it to him, was wide open bunny. And it rimmed out. Here's a long triple, no good. Rebound. I thought that Doby might have been over the back of Banovitz that time, but they didn't call that. Pass comes out front for three, and it's bottom of the net by Burke. And a double-digit lead is cut in half to 28-23. 9:15 to go. Cummings dribbles to his right. Leaves it for Frisch. Across to Gibbings at the top of the key. Right to left on your radio dial. Coling to Banovitz. Dribbles top of the key. Hands it off to Frisch. Frisch dribbles to his right. Gets it in the corner to Gibbons. Gibbons stops. Free throw line shot. Good. Coach Kershaw is going to take a timeout. They're going to try and see if they can't shut off these easy shots that Bethel's getting now. Of course, this Burke can flat out shoot the triple. I'll look at the stats here and see. Thompson is a 47% free throw shooter with 36 triples. Burke also has 36 triples at 34%. And Schmitter has 10 triples and is shooting 50% from beyond the arc on the season for the Bethel Royals. Carleton has 5 players with double-digit threes. Frisch has 10. Sweat has 18 now after his 2 today. Gibbons has 18. Banovets has 32. And Luke Harris has 12 triples on the season. Harris getting a lengthy breather here with 8:50 to go. And Carleton up by 7, 30-23. Kidder gets the ball back for Burke. Pass it in the left wing. Thompson will leave it. Dowie as they get it back to Kidder. He'll lob it in, a one-handed post entry pass. Another layup for Zach Doley. It's 30-25 as Cummings at the volleyball attack line. Left-handed dribble, gets it to Banovets. Banovets hands it off. Doley is on Banovets. Looking to dribble, penetrate is Gibbons. Gets it back out front. Ball's deflected. Cohen can get it back over to Gibbons. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He'll throw up a 3. He'll miss the 3. The rebound comes down to Bethel, and they can cut into this 5-point Carleton lead. Thompson has it, guarded by Fritsch. Gets it to Kidder, guarded by Cohen. Now back to Thompson. Thompson dribbles to his left, now hands it off. Bounce pass, and that might have been a travel. Kidder, I thought, took 3 steps. Gets the layup, and it's 30-27. I'd love to see a replay of that as Cummings brings the ball up. Banovets. Couple of dribbles to his left. Bounces it to Gibbons on the block. Gibbons gets it back to Banovets. He'll take the 3. It's good. Matt Banovets hits another triple. He's got 5, and it's 33-27. Carleton. As Burke bounces it in the lane. Another layup for Doley. 33-29. Cummings in the lane, shoots it under the basket and scores. 35-29. Coach Pilsen just kind of has that look on his face. As Burke step back triple, bang. It's a one-possession game, 35-32 with 6:37 to go. As, again, defense is kind of abandoned Carleton here in the first half. These last couple of minutes, they've been getting layup after layup, and now a couple open threes. As Harris is going to check in, Fritsch is going to sit down, Cummings is going to sit down. Spencer Getz is in the game. So the starters are back on the floor for Carleton. They're up by 3 as Luke Harris two-hand chest pass to Getz. He'll dribble a couple times. Banovets to Coling. Swings it over to Gibbons. Rifles it underneath the Banovets. Under the basket. Scores. He's so good around the basket. And obviously he could shoot the 3. 37-32. The handoff to Thompson. Thompson shoots the fadeaway and scores right around the free throw line. It looks effortless as it's 37-34. Key to good defense is making it hard. Harris goes down the lane, scoops it high off the window, and is fouled. Man, that baby was way up off the window. So Harris heads to the free throw line, where he is a 76% free thrower and has already scored over 100 points at the free throw line this season. Comes into this game averaging 22. League's leading scorer hits the free throw to make it a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. 40-34. 7 points now for Luke Harris. He's surpassed a couple of guys, I think, on the all-time scoring list. I'll get that for you at halftime. Schmitter underneath the Burke. Wide open layup again for Kidder. And it's 40-36. Harris almost lost the ball. There he got pushed. Here's a 3. It's no good by Coling. Rebound yanked down by Thompson. I mean, he got shoved right in the back. Thompson brings the ball up. Right-handed dribble. Dribbles to his left. He's going to dump it off to Schmitter. Almost got lost. Kidder swings it left side. Burke another 3. And do not leave that man open. 40-39 Carleton. And Coach Kershaw, I think, is just shaking his head at his team's defense. Again, they're going to give up over 40 and a half. Dribbling to his right. Harris goes in, scoops it high off window. Coling gets the rebound, turns around and makes the shot to put it back up to a 3-point lead as Kidder brings the ball up the court. Joey, right-handed dribble, hands it off to Burke, back to Kidder. Kidder, they get it on in the corner. Schmitter almost lost the ball out of bounds. Dribbles in the lane one way, comes back with his left. They lob it out front. And a couple of dribbles by Doley, and he gets another layup. Zach Doley. And it's 42-41 Carleton. Well, there's been a lot of one-on-one here. Got to get team help defensively. Harris gets it in the corner. Harris gets it back out front to Getz. Dribbles to his right. Leaves it for Harris. Harris will pop a long-range jumper. It's in and out. No good. Rebound Kidder. They can take the lead with 4:02 to go in the half. Kidder passes it right side. Burke transition triple. Missed it. Rebound taken down by Harris. Harris looks to bring the ball up. Right-handed waist-high dribble between the legs. Dribbles to his right, his left. Gets it over to Gibbons. Gibbons left and right. Goes in the lane. Kicks it to Getz. Getz left baseline floater. Misses everything. Rebound taken down by Kidder. 3:38 to go. They can take the lead on this possession. Kidder looks to dribble, penetrate, goes right to the basket, misses. Rebound taken down, and it's stripped by Banovets. Great play there by Matt Banovets. Pass it to Getz on his left. Getz tries to get it in the corner. Harris saves the ball. Into Getz. 8-footer. Rolls off iron. Rebound taken down by Schmitter. Gets it ahead now to Burke. And they're going to slow things down here with 3:13 to go. Coach Filson telling them to run the play. They've been getting pretty much what they want here lately. As Burke looks, pass it on the left side. Kidder back to Burke. He's going to have the ball poked away. Diving on the floor. Banovets trying to scream for a timeout. They're going to call a tie-up. Boy, I thought he had possession of that ball. Possession arrow stays with Bethel. Doley's going to get a breather. Back in the game is Caden Betcher. He's a junior, 6'5" from Maple Grove. Thompson inbounds it to Kidder. Gets the ball back. 2:54 to go. Here's a shot again from the free throw line. No good. Rebound taken out by Harris. Harris looking behind him to make sure nobody's going to try and steal the ball. Dribbles to his right. Out front to Getz. Getz wanted to get it back to Harris. Gets it to Chuck Sweat. He gets it over to Gibbons. Gibbons dribbles under the basket, off glass, and scores. Alex Gibbons scores. And it's a 44-41 Carleton lead with 2:29 to go in the half. As Kidder wants to drive baseline, shut off nicely there by Banovets. He gets away with that off-arm push away of the defender. The ball's going to be thrown out of bounds. Man, they do stuff nowadays that we never thought of doing. It's 44-41. I mean, we didn't because it wouldn't be allowed. Harris with one finger up, 2:10 to go. Gets it to Banovets, top of the key, runs through the lane. Gibbons on the deflected ball, gets it at the volleyball attack line, goes left and right. He gets it to Getz. Getz back to Gibbons. He'll shoot the three. Bang! Alex Gibbons hits the triple. And it's 47-41 Carleton. They were up by double digits, and now it's back up by 6 after it was cut to 1. As Kidder dribbles the top of the key, guarded by Sweat. He'll pass it to Thompson, guarded by Harris. Back to Kidder. Kidder goes in the lane, passes it across the lane. Shots up high off window, no good. Gibbons gets the rebound. And here come the Carleton Knights, right to left on your radio dial with 1:20 to go in the half. Betcher three, bang! Matt Banovets hits the triple. 50-41. Banovets with a triple from the left wing. In the lane, shots up by Thompson, no good. Rebound, tap. Gibbons threw it off of Schmitter, it looked to me like. The officials are going to say, yep, that's what happened. So Doley comes back. Betcher will sit down. Banovitz got that last triple. I think I might have said the wrong name. He's got 10. 16 for Gibbons. 7 for Harris. Harris had 27 on Saturday. Dribbles to his left. Looks to get in the lane. He does. And misses the layup. And we have a foul on Harris trying to get the rebound. As he bumped into Kidder. His chin. Kidder's got some shoulders on him. I probably would have bit all the way through my tongue. 50-41 Carleton. 43 seconds to go here in the first half. As Kidder brings the ball and immediately dribbles to the left wing. Gets it out front. Handoff. Burke. Back to Kidder. There's a screen to free Burke. Out front it's Thompson. Back to Kidder. Gets it on the block to Doley. Goes in out front. Schmitter for three. Bang! That's the 50% three-point shooter. And it's 50-44. Carleton could go for the last shot. 13 seconds to go in the half. A three here would be very nice. Handoff goes to Gibbons. To Coling. 6 seconds. Gibbons dribbles to his right. Step back. He's got 2 seconds to get it off. Coling shot at the buzzer. Oh, it was part way down and it rimmed out. First half in the books. Carleton has a 50-44 halftime lead. We'll check out all the statistics for you during our Federated Insurance Owatonna halftime report, which comes your way next. Again, the score here at halftime. Carleton 50, Bethel 44. I think both coaches are not exactly happy with their defense right
Every
now.
part counts at Amesbury Truth. And the most important one is the part you'll play when you join their team. As the leading provider of window and door products in North America, Amesbury Truth has a part for you. Right now, they're hiring. And those positions come with competitive wages, benefits, and plenty of opportunities too. So you never stop growing. Isn't it time you open the door to a career at Amesbury Truth? Get details and apply online at atcareers.com or amesburytruth.com/careers.
Carleton College's faculty members are highly respected scholars, researchers, and practitioners in their field. But above all, their first priority is teaching. Every course at Carleton is taught by a professor, not a teaching assistant, and classes small enough to offer individual attention for students. A student-to-faculty ratio of 9-to-1 ensures Carleton students have plenty of opportunity for interaction with their professors.
Our score here at halftime is 50-44. Carleton is on top of the Bethel Royals. Luke Harris with his 7 points in the first half. He came into this game 29th on the all-time Carleton scoring list with 1,044 points. He's just a junior. He has surpassed number 28, and he has surpassed number 27. Seth Jonker, number 27, in 108 games, scored 1,050 points from 2007 through 2011. Luke, again, has another year left, and he has 1,051 right now. He's number 27 on the all-time scoring list. Number 27. He is 17 points away from Howard Rosenblum. From 1951 to 55 in 87 games, he scored 1,068. Well, that is doable. It's doable to get in the top 25 here. All he needs, he's capable of doing it. I'm not predicting this now, mind you. He can get up to Scott Christensen, who played from 99 to 2003. In 91 games, he had 1,070 points. So he's 19 away from that right now, and he's got 7, which would mean he'd have to score 26, and he scored 27 on Saturday. Well, the stats showed both teams are shooting lights out. Bethel is shooting 63% from the field. They're 5 for 9 from three-point range. That's right, 5 for 9 Carleton, who has the lead, is shooting 55% from the field. They're 58% from three-point range. Both teams are 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Rebounds, 14-13 in favor of Carleton. Assists, Carleton has 8 assists on their 19 field goals. Bethel does. Bethel has 8 assists on their 19 field goals, and Carleton has 10 assists on their 21. In Carleton with 7 threes in the first half, 5 threes for Bethel. That's kind of the difference here at halftime. Offensive rebounds, 5 for Carleton and 2 for Bethel. Of course, you don't get offensive rebounds when you shoot over 60%. I mean, you don't get as many. Alex Gibbons has 16 points here at halftime. Matt Banovets has 10. Luke Harris with 7. Chuck Sweat's got 8. For Bethel, they are led by Nick Burke with 12. He is 4 of 6 from three-point range. And Zach Doley has 10 points here at halftime, as the Bethel Royals and the Carleton Knights are both shooting lights out with a lot of young people on the floor warming up at the baskets. That's what the gym's for, right? To be used. Some really little ones out there, too. It's awesome. 50-44 Carleton leads. You're listening to the Federated Insurance Owatonna Halftime Report. Speaking of Federated Insurance, on Friday I'll have the Owatonna boys basketball game against Faribault. Yep, that's a bit of a rivalry. Down in Owatonna's Federated Gym. It's a beautiful new facility. We'll be there on Friday. Tomorrow I got a Faribault High School game. Wednesday we come back here for Gustavus. Thursday I've got hockey in Winona for the Faribault Falcons in Winona. Friday I think I got another Faribault game. And then Saturday there is no Carleton game this Saturday, I don't think. Let me double check the schedule again. I think I've got that right. And then next weekend we go to Duluth. Make another long road trip. That's kind of brutal. They go to Carleton. Excuse me, they go to Concordia one weekend, go to St. Mary's the next weekend, and then 2 weeks after that they go to St. Scholastica. All their long road trips are within a 3-week time frame. I don't know why they couldn't spread them out more, but they didn't. I'll see if I can get you some scores here around the MIC conference. I'm not going to hold my breath on that.
We're going to go get our stuff on and go to the pool.
So here we go. The
Bye, Papa.
MIC conference scoreboard always eludes me. I don't know why it doesn't automatically come up, because I got to redo everything to get it to come up. It's something I would change if I had this app. Well, in women's basketball, McAllister beat Hamlin tonight, 58-57 in overtime. Well, but that was a heck of a game in the Leonard Center. In the second half, St. Scholastica leads St. Olaf 32-31. Or that's halftime, I guess. 32-31, St. Scholastica leading St. Olaf. Another halftime score. The Gusties lead the Johnnies 33-27 at the half. That is in men's basketball. That's in Collegeville, too. Women's basketball, the Gusties, one of the top-ranked teams in the country, have a 37-28 lead over St. Ben's up in St. Joseph. There's in the final 20 seconds of that first half. No score from St. Mary's at St. Catherine in women. St. Scholastica defeated St. Olaf in women's 58-40. Concordia defeated Augsburg in women's basketball 72-52. So in men's, Augsburg at Concordia, no score. Hamlin at McAllister, no score in men's basketball yet. We'll see if I get it before the end of our broadcast. Here during your Federated Insurance Owatonna halftime report, the score is 50-44. That's right, both coaches, I'm sure, not particularly pleased with their defense. You don't want to give up 50 points at a half. Obviously, that gets you over 100. Not something you really like to see if you're, if you're coaching. Royals have given up the 50. Carleton's given up 44. They gave up over 50 at Concordia. Gave up over 40 in their next outing. And I'd have to look it up, but I'm thinking, well, their halftime score, they were down by 10 at halftime against St. Mary's. The halftime score was 38-28. So St. Mary's darn near scored 40 on them. The Royals score 44 here tonight. We'll be back with more statistics.
Carleton ranks number 1 among baccalaureate colleges in the number of alumni who have gone on to earn academic doctorates since 2007. Approximately 57% of all alums go on to graduate school within 5 years of graduation, and 21% of alumni go directly to graduate school in the fall after their graduation. It's another reason why Carleton develops lifelong learners.
Since the turn of the century, Federated Mutual Insurance Company and many of our employees have called Owatonna home. We work hand in hand with our neighbors through giving, volunteering, and focusing on community initiatives. We invest in this community because we love to see opportunities and advancements, such as the new high school and the downtown developments. We enjoy seeing the citizens of our great community continue to grow and thrive. And above all, we are proud to be part of Owatonna's rich history and all that Owatonna has to offer.
The Carleton College academic environment is undeniably rigorous and challenging, but it's also uniquely supportive. Instead of competing, students embrace a spirit of collaboration. Unlike most colleges, Carleton has 3 10-week terms per academic year: fall, winter, and spring, which allows students to focus more completely on their classes. Another way that Carleton develops leaders.
Well, taking another look at our statistics here, let's look at the hustle stats, I like to call them. Carleton has scored 8 points off turnovers. Bethel has 0. That is really the difference here at the half. 50-44 Carleton leads. Points in the paint tied at 26. Second chance points 7-3 Carleton. No team has fast break points here, it says. 15-5 points off the bench in favor of Carleton. Another reason why they have this lead is their points off the bench. Leading in rebounds for the Carleton Knights. A good balance there. Spencer Getz has 3. Matt Banavets has 3. 2 each for Sam Coling, Alex Gibbons, and Luke Harris. Gabriel Cummings had a rebound in the first half. 3 assists for Gibbons, 3 assists for Getz, 2 assists for Miles Fritsch, 1 for Harris. As Carleton did not have a single turnover in the first half. That's good to see. They had 20 up at Concordia. So it's good to see them with none. Hopefully I didn't just jinx them. Carleton leads at 50-44. And led by Alex Gibbons, 16. He's got 3 assists, 2 rebounds, played 14-38. Banavets played 17-43, had 10 points, 3 rebounds. Harris played 14 minutes exactly. He has 7 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Sweat off the bench, quality 7-22. He was perfect from the field, perfect from three-point range with 2 of them. Has 8 points in just 7 minutes and 22 seconds. Gabriel Cummings had 5 points in 6 minutes off the bench. So super efficient, those gentlemen, offensively. Miles Fritsch played 8:55. He also is efficient with 1 basket and 2 attempts. Had 2 points and 2 assists in his 8 minutes and 55 seconds. Bethel played 8 guys. 8 guys were played by Carleton, who has 2 more field goals than Bethel does, and they have 2 more 3-pointers than Bethel does here at halftime. Royals were led by Nick Burke with 12. He's got 4 threes. Zach Doley's got 10. He's a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. So he's been giving them fits around the basket. And it kind of reminds me of that Concordia guy. His name was Logie, if I remember right. He was a load, Mr. Logie from Concordia. He had 27 or 28 a couple of Saturdays ago up in Moorhead, and Carleton couldn't stop him, and they haven't been able to stop Doley either. So that might be the key. Whoever plays better defense in the second half is going to win this one, and normally that is the key. Carleton, we're going left to right, and Bethel right to left on your radio dial. We're at midcourt. More on the Bethel Royal side of midcourt than on the Carleton Knights side, as we get ready to start the second half. Rudy Kosfeld here at the KDHL Sports Microphone. 50-44 is our score. Carleton leads. Here at Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota. So Carleton will get the ball to start the half, going left to right on your radio dial. Bethel's right to left. Banovitz gets ready to inbound it to Luke Harris. On the floor along with Spencer Getz, Sam Coling, Alex Gibbons. As Gibbons gets it to Getz, over to Harris. Harris goes under the basket and misses the layup. Rebound taken down by Kidder. Kidder throws it on the right wing. Gets it back out front to Kidder. Kidder at the volleyball attack line, bounces it. Now gets the ball back. They swing it over to Burke, who is darn near perfect in the first half. Just missed 2 threes, and he throws it over. Turns it over. Getz caught the pass. Over to Coling. Here's Gibbons and 3. Bang! Alex Gibbons hits the triple. And it's 53-44, and he's got 19, and he's absolutely on fire. Keep giving it to him. Burke hands it off, or gets the ball from Doley. Goes in, shots blocked, and they call a foul. Oh, my. They call a foul on Banovitz. That'll be his second. As heading the free throw line is Nick Burke. His free throw is no good. Nick is a 6'5" freshman from Victoria. The redshirt freshman. Transfer from Truman State. Made the second one. 8-point lead for Carleton. Harris, Gibbons, handoff Coling, goes in, was going to slam it home. They call a moving screen on Alex Gibbons. So a moving screen was called on Mr. Gibbons. And the Royals will inbound it. Coling had missed the dunk. It's 53-45, and Kidder brings the ball up. The blue headband and a wristband on his left wrist. Hands it off to Thompson. Thompson will bounce it on the block. Doley has been unstoppable in this game. Gets in the lane, throws up the shot. It's blocked by Coling. Goes back up and can't make that one. Rebound taken down and put up and in by Kidder. So a couple of offensive rebounds there, and they got the game to 6 here. It's 53-47. Harris dribbles to his left. Goes on the left side of the lane, up off glass. He scores with the right hand. And it's 55-47. He's just so good around the basket as Kidder brings the ball up. Dribbles the left side of the lane, goes baseline, passes it on the right wing. They get it back to Kidder. Coling nearly got the steal. Now they get it back out front. Handoff goes to Burke. Burke, again, almost lost the dribble. They get it back to Kidder. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Kidder did lose the dribble, but they didn't get it. Carleton didn't. Shots up is blocked by Banovets. Banovets tries to take it down, and he throws it off of the Bethel Royal. Smart play by Banovets. Second time he's done that tonight. He just threw it off Mattis, his sophomore from Newton, Iowa. So 55-47, Carleton, 17:47 to go. Luke Harris dribbles to his left. He's at the top of the key. Pass on the right side to Banovets. Banovets a couple of times to his left. Looks, gets it to Getz. Getz free throw line extended right. Looks, lobs it underneath. Boy, they have not been able to execute that at all, that post-entry pass. They got the wrong angle. That angle is going to be tough to make that pass work. It's 55-47 as Harris inbounds it. Gets over to Givens. Step back triple. Bang! They call it a 2. They say it's a 2, and it's a 10-point Carleton lead, 57-47 with 17:17 to go. Foot must have been right on the line. Kidder dribbles to his left, wants to guard to get on Banovets. Banovets gets called for a foul, and that's his third with 17:10 to go. So Kidder will inbound it underneath the Bethel basket. Again, right to left on your radio dial. He drops it in on the post. Banovets has to be careful. He could get his fourth here. He goes in, reverse layup, scores. Dolan. It's 57-49. The man does not, well, he missed one earlier, I guess. Harris between the legs dribbles to his left. They hedge out on him. That's where you got to get it to the roller. Coling misses the layup. They needed to get it to him as he was rolling when they hedged out on Harris. Harris gets the steal, comes flying up the other way. Great bounce pass and a stuff for the freshman from Ann Arbor, Michigan. A one-handed flush. He's got 4, and it's 59-49. Pass comes out front. Now they swing at top of the key. Kidder hands it off. Burke. There's that 3 again. He comes up short this time. No Carleton Knight could get that. Bethel ends up with it. He's right under the basket. Kidder gets it on the other side. And they score again. Point blank under the basket. Mattis makes it 59-51. Carleton. Coach Filson thinking, what do we got to do? We got to get some stops. There's the pass to Coling. That's what I wanted to see. And Coach Filson not happy. That time they did the right angle, got the post-entry pass into the middle of the lane. And that's going to work. And that's why Coach Filson took the timeout. Carleton 61, Bethel 51, 15:57 to go. MIC Conference Basketball. Carleton Night Style on
Carleton
KDHL.
College is committed to providing a true liberal arts education, a curriculum that challenges students to learn broadly and think deeply. Instead of training for one narrow career path, Carleton students develop the knowledge and skills to succeed in any walk of life. Carleton students learn critical thinking, problem solving, use creativity and effective communication, tools to transform a collection of facts and figures into a way of understanding the world.
Every part counts at Amesbury Truth, and the most important one is the part you'll play when you join their team. As the leading provider of window and door products in North America, Amesbury Truth has a part for you. Right now, they're hiring, and those positions come with competitive wages, benefits, and plenty of opportunities too, so you never stop growing. Isn't it time you open the door to a career at Amesbury Truth? Get details and apply online at atcareers.com or amesburytruth.com/careers.
15 minutes, 57 seconds to go in regulation. It's 61-51. Carleton on top of Bethel here in Northfield. As both teams shooting the lights out here. As Kidder brings the ball up with a waist-high right-handed dribble, switches to the left, guarded by Coling. He'll get the ball back at the top of the key after giving up for an instant. Thompson three, bang. 61-54. That, of course, was called out of the timeout. But I think that defense was the main topic in that huddle. Harris three, bang. Luke Harris hits the triple, his 13th of his season. 64-54. Back up to 10. Kidder passes it right side. Ball's poked away, and they're going to say it belongs to Bethel. Schmitter, Emmanuel, freshman. Egan checks in. Emmanuel Schmitter. Caden Betcher, junior, 6'5", from Maple Grove, checks in. Chuck Sweat will come in for Banavets. Remember, he's got the 3 fouls with 15-16 to go in regulation. They might need some extra minutes from Sweat here. Kidder hands it off to Thompson. Leaves it. Kidder will pass it in the corner. He might have traveled. Pass goes out front. Now they get it back in the corner. They shuffle their feet a lot these days. Diving for the ball was Bethel. Carleton comes out of there with it. Luke Harris scoops it to Gibbons. Thought about a three. Goes in. Floaters up. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Kidder. Kidder passes it on the left side. Thompson in the corner. Schmitter for three, and it's no good. It hit the side of the backboard. And getting the rebound and putting it in was Kidder. Talk about a fortunate bounce. It went right to him. And it's 64-56 as Luke Harris loses Schmitter. Goes in. Layup good. Left hand right side. And it's 66-56 as bringing the ball up is Kidder. Left-handed dribble. Wants to go on Coling, the freshman. Gets it out front to Thompson, guarded by Harris. Thompson dribbles left. Coling switches on him. He'll shoot the three, and it's no good. Rebound taken down by Spencer Getz. Getz gets it to Luke Harris up the near sideline. Right-handed waist-high dribble, guarded by Schmitter. He looks to step back. Schmitter jumps on his hand. Now they get it over to Gibbons. Gibbons in the corner. Sweat for three. Bang! Chuck Sweat is bristling with confidence. It's 69-56. Carleton with 13:50 to go in regulation. Kidder's going to hand it off to Thompson. Dribbles to his right. They get it back on the left side to Kidder. And guarded by the freshman Coling. He'll pass it top of the key. Burke at the free throw line. Gets it back out front. Here's another three. Betcher comes up short. Rebound. Sweat had it. Lost it. Gibbons gets it. Spins and gets it to Harris. Harris brings it across midcourt with a right-handed waist-high dribble. Switches to his left. Now back to his right. Goes in the lane. Scoops it up with the left hand and gets fouled by Kidder. So Luke Harris will go back to the free throw line here. Or he's 1 for 1. In fact, he's shot the only free throw Carleton's even had in this game. Letting them play, as they say. Well, Bethel will make some wholesale substitutions here as Doley's back in the game. Also in the game for the Royals is Blake Schmitz, a freshman, 6'2", out of Hermantown. Gabe Seiler, a 6-foot junior out of Roberts, Wisconsin. Free throw is no good as the Bethel Royals, right to left, get the missed free throw and come up before, down by 14. Betcher goes in the lane, scoops it up off window, no good. Rebound Banavets with his 3 fouls. He just came out, didn't he? But he's back in there. Interesting with 3 fouls. As Banavets tosses it over to Sweat. Sweat takes a couple of dribbles right, gets it out front to Harris. Harris dribbles to his left, had the ball poked away, gets it back. Now behind him to Getz. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Harris has it on the left wing. Dribbles with the right hand into the lane. We're going to have a foul called. And well, they called the foul on Schmitz. Luke Harris is going to get a breather here. He fell down on the play. He was driving toward the basket. Cummings better hurry. That was close to 5. Got it into Sweat. Out front to Fritsch. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Banavets hands it off Cummings three, no good. Rebound, Sweat had it, but lost it. Got boxed out that time. Here come the Royals. Seiler has it with a black pad on his right knee. Passes it out front. Gets the ball back. Dribbles right side of the lane. Scoops it top of the key. And they're going to get it on the left side. Now going in the lane. Pass in the corner. Here's a three, and it's good. Seiler hits the triple. And it's 70-59. Well, Carleton, if you're Bethel, you can't afford to trade buckets here. If you're Carleton, you just want to be efficient on offense here. Fritsch dribbles in the lane. He passed up a layup. Sweat throws up a three and missed it. Man, he passed up a layup. The Sweat's been making him, but man, he was wide open for that reverse layup. 70-59 in the lane. Shots up and Dooley misses. Believe it or not, Banovets played good defense there. Bring it up as Fritsch. The senior from Eden Prairie will get a screen for Banovets. Gets the ball to Cummings. Cummings dribbles through the lane. Sweat now to Fritsch with 17 seconds. Banovets three. Bang! Another swish by Matt Banovets. How awesome was that? 11 minutes, 20 seconds to go in regulation. Carleton 73, Bethel 59. You're in tune to KDHL AM, Faribault, Minnesota, a Town Square media station. 920 on the AM dial, 97.9 FM, and worldwide, universe-wide, on the free-to-download Power 96 app. Download it on all your
Carleton College's faculty members are highly respected scholars, researchers, and practitioners in their field. But above all, their first priority is teaching. Every course at Carleton is taught by a professor, not a teaching assistant, and classes small enough to offer individual attention for students. A student-to-faculty ratio of 9-to-1 ensures Carleton students have plenty of opportunity for interaction with their professors. Carleton ranks number 1 among baccalaureate colleges in the number of alumni who have gone on to earn academic doctorates since 2007. Approximately 57% of all alums go on to graduate school within 5 years of graduation, and 21% of alumni go directly to graduate school in the fall after their graduation. It's another reason why Carleton develops lifelong learners.
73-59, Carleton on top of Bethel with 11:20 to go in regulation. All good teams make runs, so you know Bethel's going to make one. You just don't want it to be an extended one if you're Carleton. As the Royals will bring it up right to left on your radio dial with 11:16 to go. You get it top of the key to Mattis. Mattis dribbles to his right to lose Fritsch. Fritsch blocked the ball. Banovets comes back the other way. Banovets pass in the corner to Sweat. Back to Banovets. Banovets looks to get in the lane. Out front to Fritsch. He'll shoot the three. It's no good. Rebound tapped by Sweat. Taken down by Mattis. And here come the Bethel Royals. Seiler goes under the basket. Pass it in the corner to Burke. He'll get it back out front to Seiler. To his right. He's going to shoot the shot. No good. Getz had the ball and lost it somehow. And now Bethel still has possession here. They get up top of the key. Kidder calls for Mattis to take the ball. He does. There's a shot from three. It's no good. Rebound taken out by Banovets. I just love the way that young man rebounds. 73-59 with 10:13 to go. He goes up with both hands and secures the ball. He rarely back taps it. They get it into Getz. Free throw line extended right. Looks. He spins to his left. Gets in the lane, and they're going to call a foul on Bethel's Adam Mattis. So Gibbons will check in. Schmitz sits down. Pass comes into Frisch. In the corner, Gibbons thought about a three, decides to go in the lane. Kidder's on him. The foul's going to be on Kidder. Now there's a lot of bumping going on there. Coach Filson doesn't agree with the call. As Alex Gibbons will go to the free throw line. And the freshman Sam Coling getting ready to check in from Ann Arbor, Michigan. And the free throw's good. Again, Wednesday, Gustavus comes here. They were ahead of St. John's when we checked. And they got beat by these Royals last week, and they got beat by Hamlin over the weekend. Bounce pass goes on the block. Kidder passes to the other side. Little stutter step move. He almost traveled to get on the right wing. Handoff goes, and he lost the ball, and they're going to call a foul on Cummings. Gabriel Cummings, the sophomore from Long Beach, California, stands 6'2". His first foul. He got 5 points. Gibbons has 23 tonight. Vanovets has 13. And a travel is called on the Royals. As Kidder went down with the ball. And he's limping a bit. He looks like he's got those lace-up ankle braces too. I don't know why they haven't come up with better technology, man. I had those when I was a kid. So Cummings hands it off to Fritsch for Carleton, left to right on your radio dial. And now we're going to have a foul away from the ball called on Bethel. It's going to be on Peyton Thompson, the 6'2" sophomore from Blaine, his first foul. So one more foul to give for Bethel, 2 more fouls to give for Carleton. 75-59 Carleton leads. Coling is on the block, goes under the basket and scores. He just out-quicked Kidder and used his body against him. Coach Filson said he hooked him. Pass goes out front. Now top of the key, Thompson dribbles to his left. He'll get it on the baseline. Nice shut off there by Gibbons. They get it back top of the key to Thompson. Thompson uses the screen, goes right. Didn't get it to the screener right away. Now gets it back out front. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dribbles, throws it up off glass, misses. Rebound tipped around, taken down by Gibbons. Again, secured it with both hands. 77-59. It's not too early, I don't think, to use some of that shot clock. Limit the opponent's possessions. Gibbons dribbles right. Now left, now right. Gets under the basket. Turnaround fadeaway is no good. Rebound Coling. Passes it to Vanovets for 3. Bang! Offensive board by Coling was the key there. It's 80-59 Royals with 8:11 to go, and Coach Filson takes a timeout. 8 minutes, 9 seconds to go in regulation. Carleton 80, Bethel 59. Right here from Northfield, back in 30
Federated
seconds.
Mutual Insurance Company is hiring in Owatonna and Mankato. Federated Insurance offers full training, competitive pay and benefits, plenty of room for growth, and an unmatched company culture. We are seeking talented professionals who are comfortable working with multiple computer systems and who have a strong attention to detail. No insurance experience is required. Join a company that values hard work and continues to thrive and grow. Learn more and apply now at federatedinsurance.com.
80-59 Carleton leads. Bethel shot 63% in the first half. They're shooting 30% this half. They're 2 for 8 from three-point range. They were 5 of 9 in the first half. So the Carleton Knights have D'd it up much better this half. Much better. Carleton, meanwhile, is shooting 11 of 18 from the field. That is 61% They're 5 of 8 from three-point range, which is 62%. They are 12 of 20 from beyond the arc. That's 60%. And they're shooting 57% overall from the field. They're 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 2 of 3 from the free throw line is Bethel. They're shooting 41% from trade line for the game, 50% from the field for the game. But this half, they have not shot as well. And Dooley has not had all those bunnies that he had in the first half. He's looking to post up right now. Remember, Banovets has 3 fouls on him here. So if I'm Bethel, that's where I'm going. Eight minutes exactly to go in regulation. Kidder will inbound it. He lobs it way out to Schmitter from Egan. Swings it on the right side. They go over the top of the defense to Thompson. Thompson dribbles inside the paint, dumps it off baseline, layup good by Kidder. Good play out of the timeout by Bethel. He's got 12. They got good balance with 4 guys in double figures, but it's 80-61. Carleton as Gibbons and Banovets have gone off on him. Gibbons another 3, banked it in. He's so hot, he banked in the triple. 83-61, 26 points for Alex Gibbons. That's incredible. As Schmitter dribbles to his right. They get it top of the key. Now going in the paint, and the ball's turned over by Bethel. He has a career high in points and a season high in points with those 26 right now. There's still 7:10 to go. He could hit 30 as Cummings brings it across midcourt. Had a high screen there by Banovets. Dumps it off to Fritsch. Fritsch on the floor along with Gibbons, Banovets, Coling. As Banovets dribbles to his left. Looks. Gibbons fakes a run on the baseline. Handoff goes to Fritsch. 6 seconds on the shot clock. We call a tie up here. Possession arrow goes to Bethel as they stole the ball. That's just the second turnover in this game for Carleton. And now Bethel turns it right back over. Oh my, must have touched Mr. Fritsch. They're giving the ball to Bethel. Pass comes into Kidder. Kidder, top of the key, runs left side of the lane, dribbles toward the paint. Thompson for 3, no good. Rebound, nice box out there to let Gibbons get the rebound. As Cummings comes up, that's what I mean by team basketball. Cummings dribbles to his left, now back to his right, gets it to Gibbons. The ball's deflected on the pass to Banovets. Banovets doesn't let Dooley get to it cleanly. But he's got to be careful. Remember, he's got 3 fouls, 6:16 to go. 83-61 Carleton. Gibbons. Boy, have they enjoyed the home cooking. Just one loss. That was to the Johnnies in a game they could have won to start the conference season. They lost by 1. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Gibbons 3. It's good. From the right corner, Cummings hits the triple. And it's 86-61, and Carleton is shooting lights out from three-point range in their home gym. Here's Schmitter for 3. It's no good. Rebound by Coling. 5:46 to go. A 25-point Carleton lead. As Cummings dribbles the top of the key. Coling set a screen, then rolled. They go on the other side. Schmitter makes the steal of that cross-court pass attempt. Kidder in the corner, Thompson for 3. It's no good. Rebound taken out by Coling. He'll throw it ahead to Banovets. Banovets gets the 2-hand flush. And it's 88-61. Banovets with 18. Gibbons a career high 26. Here's a 3 by Thompson. Bang. And he looks up at the ceiling and goes, where's that been? 88-64. 4 minutes, 58 seconds. This thing's not over yet, folks. Cummings brings it across midcourt. Guarded by Schmitter. He'll hand it off to Fritsch. Can't hang on to it. Thompson knocks it away. Thompson will get a breather. Betcher's coming back in. Also in for Bethel is A.J. Call, a freshman, 6'2" out of Ham Lake. Went to Blaine High School. Doley's going to sit down. He has not done much this half at all after torching Carleton in the first half. Pass goes on the right side as the Carleton Knights. Here's a shot that Coling gets fouled on. Carleton's brought in Christo Polidorou. He's a 6'1" senior from Minneapolis, Southwest High School, computer science major. Coling's free throw is in and out, no good. So Gibbons had a season-high points of 20 versus Northwestern on the 13th of December last year, and his career high scoring was 21 against McAllister last year. Second free throw missed. Schmitter gets the rebound. 88-64, Carleton leads. Betcher in the lane, lost the ball, gets in the corner, back out front. Burke, now they bounce it back to Betcher. He wants to get it to Burke. Now they get it back to Betcher. Betcher dribbles inside the lane, trying to get his way to the basket. He does, but misses the layup. Rebound taken down by Chuck Sweat. He'll get it over to Polidorou, who brings it up across midcourt. Or I'm sorry, that's Cummings. Polidourou's in the corner. Here's a it's a 2. Free throw line extended left by Cummings. 90-64, and Carleton just might hit 100. Couple of right-handed dribbles. And Bethel got a little cold here this half. You have to credit some of that to defense. Betcher wanted to spin to the basket. He lost the ball, and it'll belong to Carleton. In that kind of second half, Carragher's going to check in. Zito's going to check in for Carleton with 3:36 to go. John Carragher is a senior, 6'3" from Glencoe, Illinois. Brandon Zito is a junior, 6'1" from San Marino, California. So Cummings, Sweat, Polidorou, Zito, and Carragher on the floor for Carleton right now. Betcher's still on the floor for Bethel. They swing it left side to Zito. Zito gets it. Polidorou dribbles to his right. Now swings it over to Zito for 3. It's no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds and belong to Bethel. 90-64. Carleton leads with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go. And the big difference, they beat it up much better here in the second half. Here's a 3, and it's good. A.J. Call hits the triple. The freshman from Ham Lake went to Blaine. Make it 90-67. As Cummings brings the ball up. Handoff goes to Carragher. Tried to get it to Sweat. It's stolen away by Betcher. Betcher goes in and slams it. Make it 90-69 with 2:46 to go. As Polidorou brought it up to Sweat. Sweat takes a couple of dribbles right. Chuck's had a nice night with 9 points. Out front it's Cummings for 3, and it's no good. Rebound taken down for Bethel. As again coming out of there with the ball is A.J. Call. Schmitter stops, free throw line, shoots, no good. Rimmed out. Rebound tipped around. It goes out of bounds and belongs to the Royals. Royals are going to make some substitutions here too. Checking in is Chase DiAgostino. He's from Greenwood Village, Colorado, a 6'5" sophomore. DiAgostino. They wanted to get it to him under the basket, but they didn't. And Aaron Lowe, a senior from Hanley Falls, Minnesota, went up with a shot, and he just got poked in the nose, not on purpose. But he slow to get up. Going to check out here, and coming in will be Price Farron, a sophomore 5'9" from Littleton, Colorado. Carleton will have the ball with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Well, the Knights needed to get on this bit of a roll after beating St. Mary's on that buzzer beater Saturday. Here's a three by Sweat. Bang! Chuck Sweat has been lights out good tonight. He's got 12. He had the tip in at the buzzer on Saturday. Sweat's going to get called for a foul here. Rolling the basket was Aiden Johnson, a freshman from Maple Grove, 6'5". So Sweat gets called for his first foul. Cummings also has 11 off the bench for Carleton as he missed the free throw. And that's a career high as he hits a free throw. So Cummings has a career high. Gibbons has a career high as Carleton has scored 93 points. There's a minute 40 to go in the game. Zito to Sweat. Ball stolen away on the handoff. Going in, Bethel, a little finger roll by Blake Schmitz, freshman from Hermantown. Makes it 93-72. Minute 25 to go. Cummings hands it off. Polidoru. Carleton only had 2 turnovers when the starters were in there. Fadeaway's up. It's no good. Rebound taken down Sweat. Ball from the corner is good. Cummings hits another one. He now has a career high. I guess they call it a 2-13. Here's a floater. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Sweat with a minute to go in the game. Sweat will leave it for Cummings, who looks to bring the ball up the floor, and Bethel is going to bring in a substitute here. Carter Bolin, a freshman, 6'8" from Woodbury, will check in. .8 seconds to go. Polidoru dribbles to his left, stops, passes it in the corner. Carragher goes toward the basket. He'll miss the shot, but he'll be fouled. So Carragher will get a chance to get in the scorebook here. Foul's called on A.J. Call, the freshman from Ham Lake. And John Carragher heads to the free throw line. Economics major. Swish, specializing in statistics, says he wants to be an investment banker. Made them both. Carleton is 2 points away from the century mark. It's 98-72. So Bethel, and they will have a shot at it because there's, they're going to call a foul here. I think it's either on Carragher or Polidoru. On Polidoru. So, 29 seconds to go. He gets in the scorebook with a foul. Well, he's in the scorebook anyway. They're all in the scorebook. What am I saying? They're all put in the scorebook. All the names are in the scorebook. He gets on the stat sheet. Bounce pass underneath. Layup is, oh my, they call a foul. Going to be on Cummings. So Aiden Johnson goes to the free throw line. The freshman from Maple Grove went to Legacy Christian. 26-point lead as he makes the first free throw. And makes the second. Well, let's hope this defensive effort in the second half carries over on the Wednesday, because that's been missing here from Carleton the last few games. Is a consistent defensive effort. They're not going to go for 100. They're going to not. They're just going to dribble out the ball here. And your final score is going to be 98-74 in favor of Carleton. 98-74 is going to be your final score. I'm sure we'll have someone to visit with Coach Kershaw, and I'm going to guess that maybe we'll have Mr. Gibbons and quite possibly Mr. Cummings, because they both had career highs here. We'll see who they choose. When we return, the final score here from West Gym on the campus of Carleton College on a frigid night in Northfield, Minnesota. Temperature well below zero and falling even more. It's been below zero since Saturday night. And it will be that way until about noon tomorrow. That's when a wind chill advisory is going to be lifted at noon tomorrow. Your final score, 98-74, Carleton over Bethel back in 97.
The Carleton College academic environment is undeniably rigorous and challenging, but it's also uniquely supportive. Instead of competing, students embrace a spirit of collaboration. Unlike most colleges, Carleton has 3 10-week terms per academic year: fall, winter, and spring, which allows students to focus more completely on their classes. Another way that Carleton develops leaders. Carleton College is committed to providing a true liberal arts education, a curriculum that challenges students to learn broadly and think deeply. Instead of training for one narrow career path, Carleton students develop the knowledge and skills to succeed in any walk of life. Carleton students learn critical thinking, problem solving, use creativity and effective communication, tools that transform a collection of facts and figures into a way of understanding the world.
Well, the Carleton Knights pick up a 98-74 win over the Bethel Royals tonight. Much needed victory that didn't have a lot of drama involved, right? The halftime score was Carleton 50 and Bethel 44, and that means they only gave up 30 second half points, and that's more the kind of defense that Carleton would like to get back to as they win this one. 98-74. Waiting for the paper stats here, but looking at the live stats, the Carleton Knights held Bethel in the second half to 35% shooting after shooting 63% in the first half. Bethel was 4 of 13 from trade land. They were 5 of 9 in the first half. What was the difference? Well, they weren't wide open threes. They actually covered the three-point shot, and so that's why they shot 31% as opposed to 56% in the first half. Free throws, 5 for 7 were the Bethel Royals. Carleton was 6 of 9 from the charity stripe tonight. They were lights out good from three-point range. My, oh my, 16 triples in the game. 61% from three-point range. They were 9 of 14 in the second half, and they were 7 of 12 in the first half. Man, oh man, they were shooting lights out tonight. For the game from the field, their total 58% shooting, 63% in the second half after shooting 55 in the first half. As Carleton plays everybody, Alex Gibbons scores a career-high 26 on 10 of 15 shooting. He was 4 for 4 from downtown, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, had 5 rebounds, 5 assists to go with his 26 points as he played 28 minutes. 18 for Banavets, solid game as usual. He had 7 rebounds, played 31 minutes. He was 4 of 6 from three-point range. He was 7 of 9 total from the field. How's that for efficiency? Luke Harris had 15 points tonight. He was 1 for 1 from trade land, 6 of 11 from the field. He played 21 minutes, had 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And let's see here. Chuck Sweat off the bench had 14 on 5 of 6 shooting for the field. He was 4 of 5 from three-point range. And we've got Alex Gibbons, who had a career high. You had a career high tonight, Alex.
I believe so.
26 points. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels great, especially with all the love from the teammates after I've had trouble starting the year with scoring. But tonight they really trusted me to get the ball and get it in the basket. So a lot of love for them as well.
Now, that's your career high in the college. Is it your career high all time?
Around there, yeah. I can't remember what my highest was in high school, but I know it's like 26, 25, so
right around there.
Yeah.
You were 4 for 4 from 3-point range.
It feels great. It feels great, especially in the earlier games. I've gone like 0 for 3, 0 for 4. So it's just been getting in the gym, getting those extra shots up when I have time has really made the difference to help my confidence really in the game and everything.
So what did Coach tell you at halftime? Because you guys gave up 44 in the first half again after giving up over 50 at Concordia. And I don't need to tell you, that's where the adjustments had to be made, right?
Yeah, typically what we've seen is we've been up at halftime and then we've ended up losing it in the second half. So that was the message today, to not let that happen. And that really resonated with the team because we've seen it happen 2 or 3 times now and we've kind of just got sick of it. So at that point, I think the team really bounced around together and grouped in and really focused on our defense because we knew our offense was flowing.
Well, they were getting layup after layup in the first half, and you guys got better at clogging that up.
Yeah, that's a big shout out to Sam, our freshman. He's a young one, but he's learning. He's learning to be more physical to get to the college level and really see how the momentum shifts and really how the level of play is kind of through physicality. And so he's doing a great job learning and being a big guy in there for us and making some great stops at the end.
Yep, absolutely. So what's up next?
We got Gustavus next. We're looking for them because they beat us last time at their place. So hopefully we can get the win. I know they're up right now at St. John's, winning by 7, so it's going to be a tough matchup, but I think it'll be a great game.
Yeah, well, hopefully they overlook it because they beat you before.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're hoping?
I think we hope for that, but since we won last year, no one's really giving us the time of day like that. They're all expecting us to be at the highest level, and they always come at us because they want to come back. So I believe that's what it is, but if they tone it down for us, it'll be their fault.
Yeah. You going to go over there, those guys, or what?
I don't know.
What do you think?
For where? What do you mean?
Well, I thought you had to visit with the TV guys here.
Oh, yeah, well.
Because you had a career high. So did he. I was going to try and grab him.
Here, let me bring up Gabe. Gabe.
You want to get Gabe up here?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Spencer. I mean, Alex. That was Alex Gibbons, by the way. This is Gabe Cummings. You got a career high, young man.
I did.
What'd you think about that?
It was a great game for me. You know, it's my birthday actually today. So,
no kidding. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. So I have my family watching back home. We just wanted to put on a good show. Luckily made some points, got some points.
And you did put on a good show. I wonder if that means you get an extra nice birthday present.
Hopefully. You know, we'll see what I get. Nothing. We'll see a couple cupcakes here and there, but not too many sweets. I got another game coming up, so.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're confident, right? You're trusting your shot.
Yes, sir. You know, I've trusted my shot in the past. I used to be a shooter in high school. You know, Coach Kirsch always trusts me to shoot and, you know, play my game. So, you know, had the time, had the shots to take, so I took them and, you know, they went in. So. And
it seems like you got a few more minutes tonight. I don't know. Luke played 21 minutes, and it's good that he got to get some rest.
Yeah, it is great. You know, Luke does a lot for us. You know, he's definitely a great scorer, great teammate. Always, you know, it's my job to help him get a little rest here and there, but, you know, it's great to get him on the bench and, you know, rest his knees, his hip.
Well, he's such a good rebounder for a guard.
He is a really good rebounder, great defender as well, gets a lot of steals. He's just all-around amazing player. So
he was the offensive player of the week again.
He was. Hopefully he's MIAC player of the year. We'll see what happens. You know, it's still a little ways to go, but, you know, he's a great player. Yeah,
well, you guys are going to have to win some games here to get to the top of the league.
Of course, you know, we always have to win games. Playoffs is, you know, our hope. We want to make playoffs. We want to do well in playoffs. We got Gustavus coming up.
And it sounds like they're beating the Johnnies at St. John's.
They are. You know, it's going to be a great game here at home. Hopefully get some fans here and, you know, do our best and come out with a win against them. They're a great team, and it's always good to beat great opponents, especially in the MIAC.
Well, you've been so good at home. You only have one loss here. That was to the Johnnies by 1.
Yep. Hopefully, you know, the Johnnies are a great team. You know, we did really well against them. Lost by 1, almost won it, I think, to a buzzer, just off the mark.
Yep.
But, you know, we got to finish these games, hopefully get some good wins against good opponents, and move our way up the MIAC.
So I asked Alex, and I'll ask you this too. What did the coaches tell you at halftime? I'm guessing all the adjustments were on defense because you gave up 44 first-half points.
Yeah, we were really repping on the high ball screens, how to guard them, you know, be more physical at the point of contact, and, you know, not let them get down to the paint and score their easy lay buckets. You know, Dolly's a great player. He gets a lot of close-to-the-rim shots. We wanted to prevent that. And
you did in the second half.
So That's what Coach was repping on us for, and I think we accomplished that.
I think you did too. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Way to go, young man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, Gabriel Cummings. He is a birthday boy. Man, oh man. And of course, he's got one of those young birthdays where you actually celebrate him. When you get to be, what am I saying? When you get to be my age, you celebrate him too. We'll be back with more statistical information and possibly a visit with the head coach right after
Every
this.
part counts at Amesbury Truth. And the most important one is the part you'll play when you join their team. As the leading provider of window and door products in North America, Amesbury Truth has a part for you. Right now, they're hiring. And those positions come with competitive wages, benefits, and plenty of opportunities too. So you never stop growing. Isn't it time you open the door to a career at Amesbury Truth? Get details and apply online at atcareers.com or amesburytruth.com/careers.
All right, the Carleton Knights pick up a 98-74 win over Bethel here tonight, shooting 58% from the field, 55% first half, 63% second half. More impressive, their three-point shooting, 16 of 26, that's 61%. And it's not exactly like Bethel was stone cold from three-point range. They were 41%, 9 of 22. But the Carleton Knights win this one, 98-74. Much better defense in the second half is the reason they were able to fend them off and pull away and win the game tonight. That and their incredible shooting. So the Gusties, last we heard, were ahead. I'm going to refresh this here. See if I can find the, these are all women's scores. Not that I mind. I'll probably share them with you before I leave the airwaves, but well, we're going to have to refresh it, I guess. So let's refresh the old scoreboard here. .38 seconds to go in the game. The Johnnies lead the Gusties by 2. 38 seconds to go. So, Coach Kershaw, I just was showing Ryan the score in that Johnny game.
The marquee matchup in the MISC tonight.
Yes, it is. Boy, did you guys go to school defensively in the second half.
Second half was much better. Yeah, no doubt. Very proud of our guys for just the way we responded in the second half. Offensively, we were good both halves, but we just tightened it up a little bit in the second half, and it was really, really good to see. That was much closer to what we're looking for, and we would like to see, just from a consistency standpoint, and very good to see that tonight.
Yes, and like you say, that's where you want to be defensively, where you were in the second half.
Yeah, and we should. I mean, as an older team, a mature team, we should be able to defend at a little higher level than we have here the last couple of games. Now, part of it is the turnovers. The last couple of games have been such an issue for us, and so to take care of the basketball was huge, and to have 5 turnovers tonight, and then we can get our defense set. It's a lot easier to defend in the half court than it is in transition. And we McAllister, both the McAllister and St. Mary's games, we just turned the ball over so much. We gave them so many opportunities in transition, and it was very, very difficult for us, and much better to see tonight.
Yeah, well, you only had 2. Until you had your subs in the game.
That was pretty good. Yeah, we took care of it for sure, and that was very, very good to see, and that will be important for us moving down the stretch, and this going into the Gustavus matchup here on Wednesday, we'll certainly have to take care of it and make sure we maximize our possessions from that standpoint.
Well, the Gusties, of course, got you at their place. You've been very good here at home.
Yeah, we have been playing well at home, and we're going to continue that here in the second half of the season for sure. And so we've got Gustavus got some good teams coming here to our place, and so we'll start with it on Gustavus on Wednesday, and then we have a week. We've got a bye on Saturday, so we're in a tough stretch here. We went Wednesday, Saturday. Tonight, tough, quick turnaround for Wednesday as well. We've been on a road for a lot of that, so it'll be nice to be home here again for sure on Wednesday.
For sure. All right. Well, appreciate it, Ryan. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Thank you, Gordy.
That game over yet? There must be a timeout, huh? Johnnies were up by 1. Is that the final? 70-68 Johnnies with 10 seconds left. Well, maybe they'll send it to overtime. By the way, that Bethel Royal team beat that Gustavus team, so that's pretty good that you can put up 98 on them. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it very much. They're going to do the inbounds play here. Again, this is up in Collegeville. Johnny's up by 2, 10 seconds to go. Looks like they're at the free throw line here, too. They can up that 2-point lead. He hits it to make it a 3-point game. So the Gusties need a 3 to tie to send it to overtime. Boy, they were up by 7 late. Gustavus was up by 7 late. We got a timeout as they brought the ball up the floor. There's, 8 seconds left? That's a tiny little scoreboard there that I'm seeing on the phone. Well, it was good to get the home cooking, I will say that. You guys were unbelievable from 3-point range. I got to check. What's your record for threes in a game as a team? Oh, okay. All right, because you had 16 tonight. Well, you shot lights out. Gibbons at a career high. Cummings at a career high. So now tonight, will you look at every one of these games? Well, sure. Of course, you got Gusties coming up.
And if anything interesting happens in the others, I'll watch. Like if there's a close game, I don't know. Hammer that if it's close.
Well, if they hit the 3 and go to overtime, I'm certainly not going to keep it here. But I'll tell you what happens. If Johnny's come out to defend, they're up by 3 with 8.5 seconds to go. What do the Gusties run? They want to get it to their best 3-point shooter. Ooh, they fouled before that happened. Oh, that's smart. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it very much. So they fouled automatically to look to see what would happen. We'll let you know what happened tomorrow. We gotta tear down here and get out of here. Again, the final score tonight, 98-74. The Carleton Knights defeat the Bethel Royals. Big thank you to
Carleton College's faculty members are highly respected scholars, researchers, and practitioners in their field. But above all, their first priority is teaching. Every course at Carleton is taught by a professor, not a teaching assistant, and classes small enough to offer individual attention for students. A student-to-faculty ratio of 9-to-1 ensures Carleton students have plenty of opportunity for interaction with their professors.
We'll be here Wednesday when the Gustavus Adolphus Gusties come to town, and will they be coming off a exciting come-from-behind win, or will they be coming off a tough, heartbreaking loss at St. John's? We'll, of course, let you know. They're down by 1 as they automatically foul after they were automatically fouled to prevent a 3-point play. There's 7.6 seconds to go right now up at Sexton Arena on the campus of St. John's. Thanks to Amesbury Truth, Federated Insurance out of Owatonna, and Carleton College. Get your final score for the final time from the campus here in Northfield, Minnesota. Carleton 98, Bethel 74. Have a great